Friends, we discussed about different types of leadership. Each type of leadership has its own advantages and disadvantages. So, it depends upon the situation which type of leadership you require. Friends, now let us discuss the difference between the role of manager and leader. Generally, nowadays, people do MBA and then they become manager. But being manager by position is different, and playing the role of leader is different. So, let us understand this difference. Manager gets things done. Somehow, by using some techniques, the manager gets things done. Manager achieves results by pressurizing the employees or by showing authority. So, in a way, manager drives men and imposes authority, whereas leader inspires the team. Leader motivates the team. Leader enthuses energy, enthusiasm, zeal, passion among the employees. Leader accepts the team members as they are. Leader accepts the skills and abilities of the team members, and accordingly, the leader assigns them the role. Now, let us discuss some traits of an effective leader. The first trait or first quality of an effective leader is that the leader is adaptable to situations. Leader can change himself. Leader can adapt to the situations. Leader is alert to social environment. Leader is ambitious. Leader has achievement oriented mentality. Leader is very assertive. A good leader, without any fear, presents his or her points. Then, leader is very cooperative and caring about the employees, caring about the team members. Leader is decisive. At the right time, leader is able to take right decisions. Leader is dependable, trustworthy. You can rely on the leader. Leader is dominant in a very positive sense. There is always desire to influence people. So that is why, in a positive sense, leader has to be dominant to some extent. Leader is always energetic. He has high activity level. Leader is persistent. Sometimes there are some failures in the business, but leader is not worried about those failures. Leader keeps doing his or her job. Leader keeps motivating the team members. Leader is self-confident. Leader is tolerant of stress. Leader can handle stress and pressure situations very effectively. Leader is willing to assume responsibility. Leader is accountable, answerable, and accepts responsibility. Moreover, leader is integrated to the business company or organization. So that is integrity. Leader is honest. Leader has compassion, love, affection for the team members. Leader has humility, humbleness in his behavior. Now we will discuss some skills possessed by an effective leader. Leader is very clever. Leader is intelligent, has complete knowledge. If leader lacks knowledge, leader will study the subject, or leader may take help of the team members. Leader is conceptually skilled. Leader has better technical knowledge. Leader is very creative. Leader has creative ideas, and leader applies creative solutions to solve problems. Leader is diplomatic and tactful communicator. Leader is fluent in speaking. So leader is a good communicator. Even in writing, leader is very fluent. Knowledgeable about group task. Leader is well familiar with the group task. Leader is well organized. Leader has good administrative ability. Leader has persuasive skills. Whenever leader wants to convince anybody, leader has better communication skills so that the leader is able to persuade the person. Leader is socially skilled. Leader maintains better relationships. Now, the question arises, after discussing all these qualities and skills, can we develop leadership ability within us? You as an individual, can you develop leadership ability? Can you become a leader? Yes, my dear friends, you can become a leader. You can become an effective leader. Now, what is the procedure? How do you become a good leader? The first stage is self-awareness. You should know yourself. The philosopher Socrates has said, know thyself. So, the journey towards effective leadership begins with self-awareness. Know yourself, know your strengths, know your weaknesses, know what skills do you possess, which knowledge do you possess, what is the knowledge that you require. Know everything about yourself. Do have minute analysis. Second is self-reflection. Friends, each day is a new day. So you reflect upon yourself, you reflect upon your decisions, you reflect upon your behavior and analyze yourself, analyze your actions, analyze your behavior, analyze how you handle different situations. So this analysis will be very useful for you to decide your future strategy. Next is self-regulation, that is self-control and self-discipline. You should be disciplined in your behavior. You should be disciplined in your actions. So, if you regulate your behavior and if you continuously make positive changes in your personality, then you can see the change. Next is feedback. Friends, all of us, we have our family members, colleagues, different people around us. Whenever possible, do take feedback about yourself. Do take about uh, your leadership. The feedback is very essential about your leadership. So based upon the feedback, you can make changes, you can improve yourself. Next is leadership starts with you. So practice is very important, friends. Take on responsibility. Work as volunteer. As a student, you get several opportunities to work as volunteer. Wherever possible, if you work as volunteer, it will help you a lot. Learn from positive leadership role models. For example, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Virat Kohli. You have different role models. So, take some learning from these role models and keep improving your leadership ability. Leadership is lifetime activity. It is not that you learn it once and you forget it. You can't do so. It is lifetime activity. By experience, you keep developing yourself. So friends, I wish you all the best. I wish that you become very effective leader in your career. All the best. Thank you very much.